Welcome back to Living Local. During these challenging and uncertain times, fostering a sense of community and prioritizing health, they're more important than ever. As we all continue to take this pandemic day by day, our local Scott County YMCA is working to promote healthy living and create positive, proactive development for all ages. Joining us via Zoom today is Louis Leal with the Scott County YMCA. Louis, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Louis, one of the ways the Y brings folks together and promotes health is its annual Turkey Trot. Now, typically, how does this tradition operate?
Well, it's been this is our 34th year doing the race. It's one of the oldest races in America, believe it or not. Started back on the East Coast, well over 100 years. So it's we're just a fraction of that. But at 34 years, it shows you that it's definitely long-standing tradition here in the Quad Cities for the families to go out and enjoy a day that morning, get their day started.
Definitely, Louis. I know for many families in the Quad Cities, it is a tradition. Every Thanksgiving, they do the YMCA Turkey Trot in the morning. How is the event adapting to the pandemic? What can people expect this year?
Well, we try to... The Turkey Trot's our biggest fundraiser of the year, and those funds go directly into the community and helping. We have two solutions directors are embedded in the school district. They're embedded in the community, and their main job function is to help at-risk youth throughout the community. What we try to do, we implemented a pretty detailed plan, safety plan that we presented to the health department several months ago to keep everybody socially distanced, not knowing what was going to happen, other than we wanted to be prepared and give the community the safest possible, event possible. And as of late last night, early this morning, we decided we had to take it virtual. So the race will be virtual this year. We try to hold on as long as we possibly could, but it's the responsible thing to do to make sure that everybody stays safe, make sure that our police are taken care of. The Davenport Police Department, they're a very big component of this race, and want to make sure that we don't make them any more vulnerable than they already are. So the hard decision was and the right decision was to go virtual.
Right, and I think that our community will certainly respect that decision. I think we're all really craving to get out and to participate in community and fellowship. But right now, like you said, it is the responsible thing to do to take this virtual. What will participants get with their registration, even though it is virtual?
Well, I spoke to all of our sponsors on Friday, every single one of them in person. I made the phone call in McCarthy Bush, Rhythm City Casino, Unity Point Health, Iowa American Water, Fleet Feet, Azteca Restaurants, and I spoke to the owners, and they agreed, and they're very graciously still going to keep their partnership with us so we can continue the event. The participants will still get an awesome race shirt. We have, it's red this year. I believe you're going to post some of the pictures online for that or on the segment. They're still going to get their bibs. We're still, the sponsors are coming up with some added incentives for the race for everyone that participates, just to kind of thank them for the continued support.
Louis, that's fantastic that those partnerships are still alive and moving forward, even though plans have had to change this year. Now, how can folks get involved with this year's virtual Turkey Trot?
We're going to have so later on this afternoon, we're going to have a detailed plan on the Get Me Registered website, so everybody will be able to see what it is. Participants will still be able to run the race on their own. They will still be able to submit their runs, their times, to the Get Me Registered site. That's being implemented as we speak. So everything pretty much remains the same, other than they'll be able to run the race at their own time, at their own pace.
Fantastic. Now, Louis, you mentioned earlier that supporting the Turkey Trot ensures that critical programs continue at the Y, and one of those programs is child care. Can you tell us more about what the Y provides with regards to child care?
Well, no, absolutely. Thank you for that's a great question. Child care for essential workers has never stopped throughout the year. My office is here out of the Bettendorf YMCA's. I'm the executive director here, and we've had that essential care at this facility through the shutdown. And being able to have it open, the gratitude from the parents to be able to drop their kids off and go to work is pretty rewarding. And to be able to just offer that service, to be able to offer, We have a hybrid school program right now where when the kids are not in school, they're coming here for the other 2 or 3 days. And we have a couple of teachers from PV and Pleasant Valley and Bettendorf that are here doing part of that instruction. So it's so imperative that the kids still continue to get that education, still get that engagement, that contact versus being being at home, which is not a very good scenario for them.
Right. What a vital resource that you're continuing to offer families in our area. In addition to childcare, Lewis, the Y also offers those outreach programs that you mentioned earlier. Can you tell us more about these programs and who they serve?
Well, absolutely. These two outreach program directors, what they've done is they've allowed older students to be able to stay on graduation track and even graduate on time. That's part of it, part of the instructional one. And the other part is on-the-job training. We have our Achievers program. They're coming into the facility. We're giving them the skills that they need to be able to get a job, to be able to hold a job, to be able to, nowadays, now it's a fist bump, but it's always been just look someone in the eye and shake their hand and thank them for coming in. And just basic skills like that we're helping them with, accountability. They're learning all aspects of working at the YMCA, whether it's greeting someone. A lot of people take that for granted. Walking into a facility and being greeted by someone is the first line of defense. It's the first thing you learn in customer service, and be able to greet someone, whether it's cleaning, all the different components, childcare, all of that. It's definitely helped them grow and keep that job force safe and ready.
Wow, it sounds like such a fantastic outreach program there. Now, Lewis, we've only scratched the surface today about what the Y is doing to continue to prioritize health and community in our area. Is there anything else that you want folks to know about how the Scott County Y is serving the Quad Cities during these challenging times?
We're doing everything possible to keep these doors open. I mean, I think as a community, wellness space, mental health is such a big component of what we do, and just being able to have the doors open for someone to come in and just sit in the lobby and watch TV and interact with other human beings is such a powerful thing. Being able to walk on the track, being able to just drop the kids off into Child Watch for a couple of hours so they could socialize. As a human race, we need that. I mean, we're meeting over a video, and how awesome has it been that you and I could sit down in a studio and talk about things like this. But this is what we have to, this is today, this is the reality. But trying to keep the community moving, trying to keep the community healthy, interacting, engaging with each other, even if it's on a limited space, limited scope, it's so important for this community.
Yeah, absolutely, Lewis. Thank you so much for what you and your team are doing to keep that lifeline open for the Quad Cities community. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Just one more thing. Like I said, everything will be on the website a little bit later on today, the Get Me Registered website. So we're going to update everything regarding the race. Any questions, Q&A will be on there as well. You can always reach out to me. Thank you.
Awesome, Lewis. Thank you so much. For more information, you can visit scottcountyfamilyy.org. We'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com.